Hi, welcome to the Whitey Show, Money. And really quick, I'm going to tell you about what's been going on with YouTube and all kinds of bullshit. I've been talking about this a bit. I made a video a little while ago. I'm going to expound on that because more shit happened. So, a while back, I did a review of all the Star Wars films. I'd never seen them before, all the way through. Bits and pieces here and there of all of them, but never watched all six of the films all the way through in my entire life, and didn't know, like, everybody knows Chewbacca, everybody knows Mark Hamill and shit, but I didn't know the full story and everything. So I sit down to watch them, and I watched Phantom Menace, and then I did this, which I'm doing now, and I went on a 46-minute rant about it, just off the cuff, just went. And so I did that for all six films. They were all different times. 46 minutes was a long one. Most of them, one was like 9, the other one was 22. Just depending on what I had to say. And then I went and edited in all the clips so you could see what I'm talking about while I'm talking about it, of course. And then when I went to go upload it, where I'm at, I'm still getting shit internet. I can't seem to fix. So I'm in a motel right now. I'm up in Wisconsin looking for work. I'm currently employed, but I've been unemployed looking for a job. So in the meantime, I'm staying in this motel until I know where I'm working. So I don't want to sign a lease and then end up living in a town 40 minutes from here or some shit. So I'm in this motel, and what they did is there's like 6 rooms in a row. A motel, if you don't know, the hotel is vertical. It's up and down, 3, 4 stories, whatever it is. A motel is horizontal, 1 story on the ground. So it's like 6 of them in a row, and there's 4 rows of like 6 rooms. So I'm in on the end. They put the modem for the Wi-Fi for the internet in the center room, but it doesn't have the range to get all the way to the end. So the 2 rooms next to it might get great internet. Everybody else gets shit for internet. Most people don't stick around very long, so nobody gives a shit. I've been here for a while. I do, and it's fucking up my life. But so I can, if I'm in my room, I get really weak internet. If I go in the parking lot, it's great internet on the fucking parking lot. And then behind the building is great internet. Not great, but better. So anyway, decent. I think the download speeds are decent. The upload speeds suck, or vice versa. So I've been doing that, and then I've been going to the library, and I've been going to the laundromat and shit for better internet. Then I started a job, so I can't do that shit. So I'm working. But the point is, right as I uploaded all 6 reviews, and I uploaded them in the order so you could watch them. Phantom Menace, then this one, then this one, and it's nice and succinct. And then right as 3 of them were about to get done uploading, I got hit with a strike because of my RoboCop review, the remake, the recent ones. And that's the shit that really gets you in trouble. It's not the old stuff, it's the new stuff. The old stuff might get blocked, but you appeal it and it comes down really soon. The stuff that gets you a strike is on YouTube is the newer shit that just came out. Total Recall got a strike. RoboCop got blocked. They were going to do a takedown, and so my account went into bad standing. And when it happens, you have a function if you haven't used it before, where you can just do a thing really quick and have videos over 15 minutes. If you go into bad standing, they take that away. So I had to, right as I was, all the 3 of the videos were about to be uploaded. It went into bad standing, and now when they got done uploading, it said your videos are too long, so over 15 minutes. So, because that process can take days, weeks, months to get that all back, what I did was I went in and re-edited, cut them all down to less than 15 minutes, which is a process. It's not the worst, but now I've got to re-upload them, and because I have weak internet, it took a while. So I am still right now, I've got everything up except for the very first part of the 4-part Phantom Menace review is at like some 30, 40, 50% or something. And it could take another day before it's done at this rate. So it's been a shit show up here in Wisconsin where every single thing I do just kind of implodes. But it is getting done for you, the 3 Whitey fans that I have. It's on the way, but and then the frustrating thing is like, all that ends well is well, all is well that ends well. So if it all comes out crisp in 6 months, who gives a shit? But as I'm doing this, I ended up uploading one of the wrong clips that I'd done previously, and then I had to take that down, and so now it goes 3-4-3-2-1-4 or something like that, as opposed to 4-3-2-1. So you can watch it in order, and it's just like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. But in a little bit here, by the time you're watching this, if you're watching this, all the Star Wars reviews for the first 6 films should be up. I'm not gonna worry about number 7 right now that just was in theaters, because if I gotta go either get on, it should be on DVD. Gotta go out, buy the DVD, watch the DVD, review it, or torrent it, which is way too new. I don't torrent new shit. Part of why a lot of my reviews are nostalgia, they're older, because nobody gives a shit. If you torrent something from the 90s, nobody cares. If you torrent something from last week, here come the feds. If you upload something from the 90s, you do an appeal really quick, it's going to blow through. You're not going to have to worry about copyright strike. If you do something from the last couple, 3 years, you're going to get a strike. You know, your show could get taken down. So I'm not going to do number 7 for a while. But the prequels and the original 3 they're all up except for the very first part 4 of the Phantom Menace review. So enjoy. And then that should be up pretty soon. But that's what's been going on in Whitey Town, is a lot of dealing with shitty internet, dealing with YouTube's bullshit, and the fair use stuff. And it's just, I don't have a big show. We're about to go over 15,000 views. I had 48 subscribers. 3 people dropped me in the last couple days. I'm now on 45. I made $17 off of all this in the last year and a half. So it's not a big deal, but if I could, I've got on my PC tower, I've got Casino that I want to review. I got Donnie Darko that I want to review on there. I got Lone Survivor I'd like to review. The Messenger, The Ninth Gate, that's all going to be coming up in the next few days. I'm going to get this all taken care of. But instead of really pumping shit out and getting that ball rolling, I got to put up a movie and then wait for the copyright strike to go away and wait for something to get unblocked. Because if I just put out 20 movies, which I could do, I could pump out 5, 10, 15, 20 movies a day. Holy shit, this guy's on fire. 1, 2, 3 strikes and they take down your show. And you don't know one thing, like I said, usually the older era stuff, you're okay, but that's not always, it's not universal. So I could just do stuff from the 80s and 90s, which I'm going to probably be doing soon, to get a higher volume of content out. But if I now do that, what if one of them gets a strike? And then one thing that happened, I mentioned this before, we did a Die Hard review. When we very first started out a year and a half ago, Cracker and I, we just would sit in front of talk because we didn't want to deal with this shit. So we just sit and talk about Die Hard. Then I took that down and I re-edited it and put it back up with clips so you could have something to watch. I just don't think people are going to enjoy this so much. Maybe the handful of Die Hard fans that we have, no pun, but nobody's going to want to just stare at me while I talk. If I'm talking about a film, I wouldn't think. So the point is, we put up Die Hard. It got its strike. That came down. It was blocked. It went through the whole process. Then there's monetizing. I'd like to make a buck. That took forever to finally be monetized. While we'd gone over 100 views, it's like, it's doing well. But I'm not getting paid anything for it for months. I don't remember exactly offhand, but a good half a year went by. And we put up 20, 30, 40 other videos with clips in it that had, the appeal process had gone through, and they were now monetized, and I'm making money. And that thing from last week, that's up and rolling and monetized, but that Die Hard movie from last year is still not monetized. It's a little bit cray. Then, a few months back, after a good solid year and a half of doing this, just a few months back, it got blocked again briefly. When we'd already gone through the process. And so it's like, I would love to just be pumping shit out. But when's the next thing that's just going to randomly get blocked? Our Orgasmo review is doing gangbusters. It's 1,300 views. It's blowing everything away. We had Ghost Ship was doing really well. And it breached 1,000 views. Like, wow, way to go, Ghost Ship. And then Orgasmo, which is like 8 months newer than that, blew past it. So it's like, hey, but what if that gets blocked? Now I've got a strike. Then I put up a new thing. There's 2 strikes, and then without knowing it, I'm just putting stuff up, and something else gets that 3rd strike. Do I got to start all over again? And then I've had my old PC died. A bunch of shit was on that laptop. My laptop died. I got a new laptop now. So there is no original stuff from going back a year and a half. It's gone. So do I got to start this whole fucking show all over again with just the comparative handful, maybe a dozen reviews that I've got on my laptop on my PC tower? And then who do I got to kill if I got to do that? Is it worth all this? So I enjoy doing the show, but it's like, fuck me, is this a pain in the ass to deal with all this shit? So I've got to put up a couple, 3 reviews at a time, make sure that there's no strikes, all this shit, do another one, do a couple more, a here, a there, where I'd love to be pumping shit out. But it's just the nature of things. And so, yeah, I figured, I owed, Joker, Cracker, Gollum, you guys are awesome. We got a few other people like Maddie, Zeke Creek, and whatnot that chime in a time and here and there. So I just figured I'd let you guys know because you're like, the fuck. Star Wars comes up and it's there and then it's gone and then it's back and a thing. I'm not fucking with you. YouTube is fucking with you. So, yeah, that's it for us. Check out Hey Internet, it's Eric. I got another guy, Roger Donestyle. Donestyle, I gotta check out. I gotta do a shout out to his show. And I'm gonna start trying to spread the word about some other YouTubers and get involved with the community. So that's what's going on here on the White Guy Show. Just thought I'd throw a shout out at you and right hand. Good journey.